This happened a few months ago in the early spring during that strange in-between phase of life. I had just graduated college a semester early. At first, it felt like freedom. No classes, no pressure, but it didn't take long before the excitement turned into restlessness. My full-time job wouldn't start until June. Most of my friends were still swamped with finals. I was left with too much free time and no sense of direction. I'm the type who needs structure, a reason to wake up, and without one, I felt completely useless. So when my mom asked me to check on my Uncle Rick's beach house, I agreed instantly. It sounded like the perfect excuse to break the cycle of aimlessness. The house was in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, just over a 2-hour drive from my place in Pennsylvania. Nothing major, just a quick inspection to check for leaks, damage, or anything needing minor maintenance. I arrived in the late afternoon. The place looked fine. Everything was in order, but walking through that massive, empty house normally filled with laughter, card games, and too many wine bottles felt unsettling. It wasn't the house itself. It was the silence. It got late, and I decided to spend the night. I texted my mom, made something simple to eat, and got ready for bed. For once, I claimed the master suite, 2nd floor, private bath, oversized bed. Why not? Around midnight, I drifted off easily, but something woke me later. I'm not sure what time it was. I heard a sound, subtle but definite. It came from the closet. I stared into the darkness, trying to rationalize it. Maybe something shifted. A hanger fell. Then it happened again, a muffled thump. My heart raced. I didn't want to move. It felt like I couldn't move. I closed my eyes, willing myself to fall back asleep. But just as I was drifting off, I heard the closet door creak open. Through the narrow slit of my barely open eyes, I saw it, a shadowy figure stepping into the room. A man silent, still. He stood beside the bed, just watching me. I couldn't breathe, couldn't think. I didn't know whether to scream, run, or just pretend to be asleep. After what felt like forever, he turned and quietly walked toward the hallway. But instead of heading downstairs, he went up to the 3rd floor. There's no way out from up there. Part of the house ends in a dead end, just 3 guest rooms. I knew I needed to act, but I was paralyzed by fear. Eventually, I snapped out of it. I grabbed my phone, whispered to 911, and locked the bedroom door. Within minutes, the house was lit up with red and blue flashing lights. Police searched, said no one was inside, but I knew what I saw. I called Rick, who demanded they do a second, more thorough sweep. That's when they found it, a window on the 3rd floor, unlocked. And then, one officer's flashlight swept across the roof. There he was, a man dirty, bald, expressionless, just sitting there like he belonged. He didn't speak, didn't fight, just stared vacant and emotionless as they cuffed him and took him away. Police said he was likely squatting there for days, maybe longer. To this day, no one knows how he got in. I still wonder if I'd been sleeping in my usual room on the 3rd floor. Would I have ever woken up at all?